So, but as soon as, a person does understand that something can actually be done about aging, then that's when people start to take note. And I believe we're coming to that point where aging is not going to be seen as this selfish pursuit of just extending one's own life, but is going to be seen as a natural thing that we should be doing to actually save the planet. Because there's an awful lot of benefits to having a whole bunch of very healthy, wise, wealthy old people and continue to be engaged in society.
Oh, no kidding. You are not kidding there.
So I think that billionaires and very, very wealthy people, it has to become acceptable by society, and it's a slow and incremental psychological step against the pro-aging trends in a lot of respects. But also, there's an anesthetic rather than people even speaking against aging, and which is what we've been kind of most exposed to when we see things being discussed on the internet. We actually find out that people just never thought about it before. They've really never ever occurred to them that it would even be possible to think about fighting aging. And I think that's where an awful lot of very wealthy people are. It's just not even part of their thought process.
Okay, I see. But the message is reaching some of them. I know it definitely is.
Oh yeah.
But it would seem it'd be just a matter of short time. I don't want to say a matter of time, but a short amount of time, a year or two, before we see a little bit more funding from some of these people. I mean, obviously, a lot of these fellows, women, whatever, they're getting older, and I would tend to think they're thinking about it at least. They're thinking about how age is affecting them and what they can do with their money.
Well, certainly an awful lot of very, very wealthy people are supporting stem cell institutes and regenerative medicine.
They are. You're right.
And so there's an awful lot of support for anti-aging already going on, but never really with the focus being on how I can benefit or how the person themselves can benefit. Whereas once people start thinking that the time frames could be within their lifetimes, we're going to be seeing an awful lot more activity in there.
Well, that's great. A great positive note to end on, I think. Kevin, thanks for, at the last second here, joining us on this October 5th for the Sunday evening update. Lots of great information about the MPrize and the Methuselah Foundation. Always great to see you checking into the forums once in a while at the Immortality Institute. And we hope to see you out and about in the coming months, in the coming years. And I want again apologize for any of the technical trouble we had here for the interview, but finally we got things going. And
wow, it's more my own finger trouble than anybody else's. So no problem. Thanks, Mind, and thank you everybody. Continue on fighting the good fight. I remember Thor Christensen, who is a volunteer for the Methuselah Foundation, also an MN's member, used to always sign off and say, here we are still fighting for our lives, and that's exactly what we are doing, and we are fighting for our lives and the lives of our loved ones. So never forget that.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Have a good evening. All right, that was Kevin Perrott of the Methuselah Foundation. Wonderful fellow. Like I said, I met him once in person, and of course, talk to him all the time online. There you go, your interview, and I just wanted to apologize for the trouble that we had there in the beginning, because we got set up here at the last kind of minute right before 5 o'clock, and he's like, hey, I'm at home and I can do the interview. And well, there you go. We got a little interview with Kevin. Hopefully, again in the future. Maybe if there's a big MPrize announcement coming 4 or 5 months down the road, then we can have him on as a guest once again and get started on the right foot. So, sorry about all the technical trouble that happens once in a while. But that's, I got a pretty good snake oil segment that I had ready. But I think I'm going to save it, since it's already getting 5 minutes to 6, and viewership has declined as the program has gone along a little bit here now toward the end. I'll say it's kind of an interesting little snake oil segment that I'll save for next week or the week after. And also, I was thinking about talking a little bit about nostalgia and reminiscing. And I was thinking in my own life how that seems to be one of the ingrained parts of the death trance, as some people call it, how people think that they're going to die, and It's ingrained in their mind for their whole life, and part of that has to do with nostalgia and sentimentality and reminiscing about the past. And I had a little talk on that I was thinking about, but it'll have to wait. It'll have to wait for a future episode. I want to thank everyone for stopping by on this Sunday, October 5th. This will be the official end of the Sunday Evening Update.